Welcome back, everyone. Today, I wanted to bring a different video where we're doing a testing. As you may know, we had a case tournament this weekend, and the night before, we were testing some decks. I wanted to play either Zoro or Luffy, but I wanted to make sure that I could beat the Whitebeard. So Andrew was kind enough to play the deck, and I just wanted to see how bad the matchup is, because I know the matchup is bad, but I wanted to see if I could find an avenue to beat it, and then play Zoro, because I do like Zoro somehow. So the main thing I wanted to try was Nami, and as Nami offers you a way to play cards and also pressure the leader at the same time. Like, you're able to do everything that you want with the leader, basically. He was able to get out of the first attack with a guard point, but that's good, like, right? Because at least I'm able to generate some pressure and at the same time attack the leader. So my opening, it's fine. I just want to keep my cards in hand, do some removal here, get rid of the Robin, and attack with the Zoro for big numbers. Just force him to out combo a little bit of cards here, and I mean, it's a slow process, of course, but what I want to do, how you should try to play this matchup is force them to go to 0 life, and then after you go to 0 life, then you play all your rushers, so you can attack the leader for 5, 5, 5, 5, and then try to whittle down the hand, which is the most important thing that you can do. It's still very difficult, though, as you may see here. He's still playing cards. He still has a healthy hand size. And I'm also playing, and I didn't have another jet pistol. If I would have another jet pistol, I would have been in a much better spot. But I just couldn't get there. And I'm gonna attack for 8, as I wanna try to force the radical beam or whatever he's got up, the guard point. And also I want to try to deal some damage here. But I will attack for 7 instead, because I have another play here. As I am able to just attack for 6, I want to save my Zoro, and my Zoro would have just attacked for the same amount of energy as my Nami, because I'm attacking for 6 here, and then it's attacking for the same as the Nami, and it would have been just a card that he can attack, so it just wasn't worth it. If he wants to attack my Nami, it's fine. And you see here, she was able to take a life. I have to keep pressuring him, because if I allow him to untap and be able to play a 9-drop while he's at 9 life, which is still he's going to be able to probably do, it's going to be bad. But here, at least he's going to go to 1 life, and he has to defend his board here. And I'm not that susceptible to the ace, which is going to happen here. He's attacking for 6. It's still really bad for me, because now I have to decide, do I want to attack the leader or the board? But if I have my 9-drop here, I'm able to attack the leader instead of the board. But he does have 1 card up for a radical beam, so he's always been able to keep up enough defense here. But I'm still gonna try. I'm gonna play my 9-drop, and I'm gonna... This is the nice thing about the Nami, right? I'm gonna be able to play the 9-drop and attack for 8. So it does forces the radical beam or any of the 1k counters. He did have 1k counter at every spot of this matchup, but like, I don't expect the opponent to not have it. Like, I should play the matchup as if they do have these kind of cards. And at least I do have a Whitebeard right now, and the only feasible answer for me that I'm thinking about is that he needs to have another Whitebeard for it to be effective. And he doesn't even have it, so I have an avenue of maybe winning the game that way. But he's gonna pressure me here really hard, attacking for 7 on everything. I'm playing this law because I wanna be able to combine them with the Whitebeard. After you play your Whitebeard, you are able to get rid of, for example, some blockers if you do have the way. But I mean, here he played 2 blockers, so it makes my turn a lot harder. I'm not able to just neg one of them and attack with everything with my law. So then I'm thinking, is this the best thing that I can do? Attack for 6. So I'm thinking of what my best options could be. I'm gonna attack for 6, get rid of the Nami. The Nami doesn't really matter, but it's just the 2 blockers is gonna be too hard. So through 2 blockers, I do have to attack 1-on-1, as I didn't have a way to just do it like more simply. And he had 2 radical beams, so he was gonna be able to just defend very well. And then here I opt to use the 5-5, like try to just whittle down his hand size by doing this. Keep up 1 radical beam. I have 2 life, and a radical beam, and 2 more cards in hand. So I'm thinking maybe I'm able to survive next turn. Let's see if it forces the life. So I have game next turn for sure. And he has to just try to go for game because there is just no other way around it. He has to block and use the Marco. The 2 radical beams, 3 radical beams, they don't matter because I have a wide enough board to where he does have to go for game. So it's all about this turn. And it's very close right now, but I mean, he does have enough cards here to just go for game. I have a 2k, a 1k, and a radical beam. But that's still pretty difficult to survive through 7, 7, 7, 7. Like I can protect 1 here, but then he goes 7 on the other one. And then I have to take a 7 somewhere here. And it's just impossible to survive this turn. Maybe if I had a Red Hawk out alive, but it just wasn't possible. But I just didn't see any other way to win this one. So yeah, I mean, it's just confirmed. Like this matchup is really bad. We play another 2 games. They weren't that good to be streamed. So I'm not gonna pause them, but like it was pretty bad. So I was off the deck because of that reason. I didn't want to play a tournament where I'm playing against Whitebeard and I'm just getting clapped because the deck has such a natural advantage against the deck. So I decided to not play the deck because of that reason. But I have another gameplay. Let's go into the next one. Alright, and we're back for the Whitebeard versus Luffy match. Here, I wanted to test Luffy, as in paper it does make sense as to why to play this deck, as it's able to develop threats and answer the opponent's threats at the same time as you're able to attack for the leader and do pressure against the leader. Luffy has done well in some tournaments that I've seen, so I wanted to try it out. Maybe it was better. Here, sorry about the confusion, I did not play anything on turn 1. Andrew didn't play anything on turn 1. I just play a Robin on turn 2 and attack for 6 on the leader. And yeah, that's the nice thing about this. I'm able to develop something and at the same time attack for 6. It is very important. For 5, I'm sorry. So I start to get cards and develop things at the same time. It's very important against this deck. Here attacks for 6. I don't have many 2k cards, I believe, and I want to see some extra cards to try to keep up in parity with him. And I had a radical beam, so I had to eventually probably get to 2 anyway, so that I can have them active. Here's one of the nice plays in the deck. I get to Jet Pistol, play the Nami. I was trying to look for another Jet Pistol because the next turn he goes to 6 energy, and the only possible plays that he can do are basically a Rush Luffy or a 4-drop. So I can answer both plays with another Jet Pistol. So I was trying to get that with the Nami, but I wasn't able to. Here, the Luffy again, he was able to attack. So that's, again, another, the reason why to play this leader, basically. Attacks for 7, plays a 4-drop, as I was expecting, and keeps up 1 energy so he doesn't take more damage. And that's going to work, of course. However, I do have a nice play here, although it's like a Jet Pistol at home, kind of, where you get to play the Law. -2, and at least I develop a threat there. I play Otama, and then I use the energy for the leader and another energy, so I can attack the leader for 6, destroy the Luffy, and at least generate some pressure. And it's the same with the leader. I get to attack for 6, and I'm ahead of board, but that doesn't matter if he does get to play a 9-drop. But it is what it is. This is what I have. Here he does go to 7, 8 energy. Now he gets to play the ace, and at the same time he gets to keep up 1 energy so he doesn't go to 0. And that's his whole plan, so he can play the Whitebeard next turn, as I can see here in his hand. And yeah, he's just gonna play the ace right now. Giving minus 3k into 2 cards, attacking the Robin. I don't know what I'm thinking. I don't think I ever gonna defend this Robin. That would be very bad for me, so I'm just gonna let it die. Oh no, I think it was on Andrews. He was deciding whether he wanted to attack the Robin or the leader. And attacking the Robin was fine, because if I have enough menacing effects, I can maybe KO his ace, and then that's a problem for him. That could definitely generate enough value. Here, it would be nice if I had a 9-drop here. I think if I have a Whitebeard here, I would have won the game. But that's I mean, that's something that you cannot control, right? If you see it, you see it. If you don't, you don't. I didn't have the 9-drop, so I have to go for like small attacks, 2 small attacks and 1 big one, so I can just pressure the leader and force cards out of his hand. Now I'm not in a terrible spot here, because I'm still like, he's at 1 life. He doesn't have that many cards in hand. Unfortunately for me, my Whiteboard does get answered by the 9-drop, so it is kind of it is what it is, right? Here I do have to combo out of the 7 and out of the leader, because it's getting to that spot of the game where, okay, I was expecting the 9-drop and I need to be able to out combo everything here. I could have saved myself 1k if I do it the other way around, because I knew he was gonna go to 8-drop to 8k. So a small misstep there, but I mean, it's not ultimately what gives him or lose me the game. Here I have 2 options. I can either attack the ace, but attacking the ace is so bad that it just feels wrong to do so. So I'm just, I cannot beat another Whitebeard for sure. And I'm thinking, if I just attack the ace and he plays another 9-drop, I just lose the game. So I have to just do this. I play the Nami because she's free with the leader, and I get to replace her for a 2k. So that was a good Nami activation here. And I attack for 2, 4, I think attack for 9. I believe I did attack for 9. He must be running low on 2Ks, because I've been attacking like consistently. And he takes this last life when I attack for 9. He knows he cannot combo like an all-in attack on this one. So that's what he wants me to do, so he can go for game. And I just cannot go into game for that one. And so here's a few things that happen on this play. Because he took the first damage where he was only a 2k out combo, I understood that he didn't have the 9-drop, because usually if he wants to play another 9-drop, he just easily defends this one, and he just, there is no reason to but if he doesn't have the 9-drop, then there is no reason to protect the last life. Then that was the reason behind me. So I already had the idea that he didn't have the 9-drop, which he didn't. He just got it out of life, and I play based on that assumption that I was gonna just put him to 0, take some cards out of his hand, and then next turn I will for sure put all my energy and I'll try to out combo 15. I already made you use like 3 different like radical beam effects, or the guard point in that case. So I was hoping that he was running low on those ones, and I just had to go with this game, because I couldn't see my 9-drop. So this is my strategy to win the game. So as we continue here, sadly for me, he does have another 9-drop, and that makes my math incredibly impossible to just go for game. Because my plan again was just to go for 15, but now he just plays the 9, and as you can see, he has 2 2k counters, a 1k counter, and a 4k counter. With the 9-drop, that is 8, 2 goes to 10, 4 goes to 14, 2 goes to 16, and that's enough to out combo all-in attack with the leader. So it was really not possible for me to win this one on a all-in 15 attack here. So I have to calculate now that, and I decide to just not go for that play, as it's just risky for me to just go all in when I still have 1 life, and I would have lost the game immediately. So I just go for the Whitebeard, hoping that I can at least defend his turn. But it's looking really bleak, as he's able to just he has 2 Whitebeards. That's really too much for me to out combo. He attacks with the ace, and then he attacks with the Whitebeard, and so he has to decide what's the proper amount here. He's thinking about Jet Pistol out of life, and that can definitely put him in a tough spot. So he has to play around Jet Pistol, because I mean I'm playing Luffy, and that's exactly what I'm playing for too. if I hit a Jet Pistol out of life, I win that matchup. But I mean that's just sucky. That's not good gameplay, of course. That's not what you should be playing for. But that was my only out in that spot. So yeah, so this is how we play test when we play for a big tournament. We sit down, we think, okay, these are the best decks on the format, and yeah, I like this deck. I wanted to play a red deck for the tournament, but I was not gonna play it if I was gonna have a bad time against Whitebeard. It's not good, like, because the Whitebeard deck is being rising in popularity too much, and having if you're gonna play a tournament and you play twice against that deck, you're gonna be losing 2 games for no reason. If you are so down favorable and the opponent is good and everything goes how it's supposed to go. So then I decided, no, that's just not worth it. That's why I decided to play Flamingo, and that's just some of that's how we prepare for tournaments. I wanted to show everyone some of that. I hope you all enjoy me getting slapped around a little bit. And with that being said, thank you all for watching, and have a good day.